Hello and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Reija and I'm a huge beauty makeup addict, especially eyeshadow and especially colorful eyeshadow. But I don't discriminate neutrals either. So today, as you saw from the title, we are reviewing the Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing palette. Here's the packaging. This is the box that it comes in. Very beautiful. I saved the boxes from Nomad because in behind here there's the inspo text. And if I understood correctly, because Nomad always donates for some cause in the area where they are doing the palette, because they do palettes like destination based palettes that they have visited the places. So if I understand correctly, this one says designed on a location gazing up at the night skies in New Zealand. Proud supporter of International Dark Sky Association. So if I understand correctly, the Dark Sky Association is the one getting the donations from this palette. So like every palette that they do, they have some kind of charity that they are donating money for. But yeah, this is the palette packaging. It's beautiful. This is different in the back. It's like in the cardboard, well, in the box that you get, you have the shade names, but they are also in the palette. And this is cardboard packaging. And here's the color story, and here's the close-up and swatches. So this is the palette we are using today. This is the look that we are doing today. I can give you a bit of glimpse of the look, but at the end of the video you will see the pictures, of course, and the pictures of all the other 3 looks that I have done with this palette, and the review part of the video, of course. So if you like to see how I did this look, then please keep on watching. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And now let's go put some makeup on. Let's start with the makeup. I'm so excited to finally sit down and film with this palette. Like 2 weeks, so today is Monday, 11th of March, I think. So 2 weeks ago, Monday, I had a very bad food poisoning. Like, let's just say that I have never been throwing up so badly. I was even considering going to ER. So it took me a few days to get back to normal, and then like a week ago Friday was Leo's cousin's 18th birthday, and at the moment getting like recovering from social events takes me a very long time. So that's why I haven't been doing anything. But we are using the Nomad Cosmetics New Zealand Stargazing palette today. Actually, see. So they always have some local charity that they're putting money for. I'm not sure what it is in this palette, so, but I'll put it on the screen. Oh, designed on location, gazing up at the night skies in New Zealand, proud supporter of International Dark Sky Association. So I think that's the thing. Let me just read you what it says here behind the packaging. I'm always saving the Nomad Cosmetics packaging because first of all, it's stunning, and behind here you have the inspo of the palette. So this is like a destination dark sky nation, coordinates Southern Cross, I think, inspiration the cosmos, full of otherworldly landscapes and surrounded by intensely dark skies. New Zealand stargazing is a breathtaking, transcendent and humbling experience. As night descends, the cosmos comes to life, displaying millions of shimmering stars so vivid you want to reach out and touch them. From the radiant southern lights to the spiraling Milky Way, this island country is the perfect place to feel a part of the greater universe and realize we are made of star stuff. And of course, Nomad Cosmetics is cruelty-free and vegan. So that's that. I'm sorry. My nose is itching again. So, this is what the palette looks like, and this is the palette itself. You have of course seen the swatches already, and so I have been saving these pinky neutralish shades. So we're gonna use these mattes today first, and I'm probably gonna deepen up a bit with the black, and then I'm gonna use this shimmer and this shimmer, and all of these shimmers are multichromes in this palette. So if you have watched me, you know I love Nomad Cosmetics, so that's not a surprise for you. And I've done 3 looks with this palette already, and it's amazing. What can I say? It's amazing palette. I love it. And I love that they have 2 lighter multichromes, because many times the multichromes are dark, such as this one and this one. I don't know, there you can maybe see a bit of the shift of the, in the mirror there. So yeah, I'll do my best to get you the best swatches, but I'm not very good at showing the shimmer and multichromes. Multichromes aren't easy to show, but I'll do my best. I haven't swatched I have swatched it, of course, and used it already, but I haven't done the swatch video part of yet. And I have to use pins today because the headband thingy that I had broke, and I haven't bought a new one. A little bit of coffee, and then let's get the creases off. I'm gonna start with the shade Auckland Stardom, and I'm of course putting the shades in the screen again. So I'll take a small brush. This is 237 Detail Shader from Jessup, and I have an affiliated code with Jessup. I'll put it in the screen. It gets you 15% off. So let's start with the shade Auckland Stardom. And I'm doing this like winged out look, and well, I'm gonna do a cut crease and use the shimmers. But as I'm doing the cut crease at the lower part of this can be messy because I'm gonna cut it, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna start with this one and maybe darken it with the black a bit. Not sure yet. Then I'm just buffing a bit of the edges to get softer blend with the lighter shade. Oh yes, I used P. Louise eye base in Rumour 2 today. I don't know, like I'm on sick leave now until the end of April, and now that I've been sick leave for almost a month, I think, or over a month, I can see that my I'm not so tired anymore, and my excitement of makeup is coming back. Like this is 4th day in a row that I'm doing my makeup, actually. 4th, is it 4th? Or did I had one day between, anyway. But yeah, like I have used I did one look with this palette, and then I have done 2 looks with that Ensley Rain Cosmetics Gold Moon palette, which I think I'm gonna do at least one more look before I film with it. Then we'll take a small blending brush. This is P. Louise 234. I'm gonna take the shade Southern Lights, just this kind of lighter pinky nude, and then we'll start to blend. Actually, I don't know, it might be that I don't need the 3rd. Well, maybe I do. I'll just, do the use it very little to finish the blending. But this, Nomad shadows are just so good. The mattes are easy to blend with. They are pigmented. Maybe for some people too pigmented even, but the only palette that I have had problems really with the blending was the other palette with the multichromes, Royal Europe, because it's so dark. Those are very jewel tones, and it doesn't really have lighter shades to blend with. And if you have watched me a while, you know that I have always had problems if the palette doesn't have lighter shades in it, which I can use my pastels palette for, blending. It's not a problem, or other palettes. But when I do a review, I want to do the whole look with the same palette. So I do use the pastels. I have started to use them more now than before, because, not every palette comes with a gradient, and the color stories are sometimes what draws me in, and well, not sometimes, always, but the like 9 pans, for example, they don't necessarily have blending shades. So that's why I've I'll put it up if I use another palette with some palettes that I'm reviewing. I try not to use, but if I have to, I will. And before I was just like, no, I can't do that. So now I have started. Oh yes, I took the shade Queenstown Skyline, now the lighter kind of neutralish shade. So yeah, I've like given myself permission to use pastels. I mean, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about the Beauty Bay Pastels palette, which has every color that you can finish blending with. It actually looks really dark, but it's not that dark in real life. So yeah, I've given myself a permission to use that if I need to. And this brush is, by the way, the Essence Eye Blender brush, which it's like perfect size to finish blending, because it's big fluffy brush, but it's not big. Because I don't have tons of room between my lid and eyebrows. So if I would use now in this look something like very big blending brush like this one. This is Jessup 221 Look Soft Crease. I would just mess up my brows badly. Even this one hits my brows a bit, but it's not as bad as some very big blending brush. So in these kind of looks, I like to use smaller brushes. And now I'll just go the shades through again. And blend on the way that I'll go. I don't know, do I need to use the black in it? Maybe we'll see when I cut the crease. Though the black would give nice like contrast between. Yeah, I'm gonna use that black. I want. Or I was thinking I could use my water activated liner today in between the shimmer and this mattes. So maybe if I don't use black eyeshadow now, I'll just cut this. I could use black cake liner in the between, so that would like give it very nice contrast. Maybe we'll do that. I don't think I've never used black cake liner, but I have one because Tia had two. Was it Suva Beauty? I can't remember, but she had two that has white and black. And I actually didn't have white cake liner either, so now I have. And with white and black together, you can of course do gray also. Just moving back and forth with these shades now and blend. So Nomad did announce a new palette. They revealed it at the weekend, and it's from Ireland. The destination is Ireland. So if in case you didn't know, Nomad Cosmetic does destination-based palettes, where places that they have visited, and they always do like a competition guessing game in their Instagram account. The week that they usually, well, they show their palettes or releases at the weekends, and the week before they will do the guessing game. Usually it's 3 or 4 clues, and then you on every day one, and then you guess the destination. And I think most of the posts, it's 2 winners per post that will get the palette for free if they guess right. So that's a really nice thing that they'll do. So go up. I'll link their Instagram in the description box, so it's easier for you to find, but it's just Nomad Cosmetics. Okay, should we cut the crease now? Let's do that, and let's take my cut crease brush. So this is just a brush, a very old brush. This is like almost 20 years old brush that I have bought from KIITOS, and they don't sell these kind of brushes anymore. I actually don't even know what the brand is because it's rubbed off. But this is just a very thin flat brush. The one that I use for base is a bit thicker, so I don't like this as much. This is from Viva La Diva palette. It's double-ended, and this one I use to blend the base. I had a blackout, so I'm taking the P. Louise base and cut the crease. And I like to do it with eyes open, so I get the shimmer above my crease too, so it shows up better. Outlining it, and then I use Q-tip and micellar water to clean it up before I add more base. I had the Garnier micellar water, and I'm probably still gonna use this one as a cut crease, and otherwise cleaning up the face if needed when doing makeup, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna switch the micellar water that I'm using to clean up my makeup at the evening. So I've used this Garnier one, and I've heard that there's a better options too, and I actually have it on my shopping cart in Lyko that I'm planning to buy. Now I made a bit mistake and cleaned up too high, so the pink disappeared altogether. But I think we get really nice contrast to this using the black cake liner. And I'm actually going to use it before the shimmers, because I have to be clean on the upper edge of this, but I don't have to be so clean on the lower edge of it when I do the liner if I don't have the shimmer on. So because it's easier to clean when there's nothing under it, so I don't have to be so, like this one, I didn't have to be very precise on the lower part because I knew I was going to cut it. So there's that. Now I need to find that. I think it's in here. Oh yeah, here it is. This is actually Glisten Cosmetics was the brand. So it's just a Clisten Cosmetics Cake Float Split Liner, because it has black and white. And we are gonna use the black. I actually want to try this brush. I got this, I think I got this, did I get this in the Beauty Bay Christmas box? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but some Christmas thing. It wasn't the NYX one, so it has to be the Beauty Bay ones. But this is also from Clisten Cosmetics, and it's number 3 of their liner brush. But this is actually quite thick, but I will try it. I want to try it. And then I'm just gonna take water. I have this is isoclean packaging, but it has water. It says water in here. Actually, do you know what I did? The other day, I have the Beauty Bay Brush Up Brows Brow Soap. I have a huge dent on it. And the other day, I was using it, and I have 2 of these kind of bottles. And this is eyeglass cleaning solution. This one has the eyeglass cleaning solution, and this one has water. It says water again on both sides. And usually I keep this eyeglass cleaning solution, which I use to clean my mirror. I could actually clean my mirror while we're at it. And it was on my table because I had cleaned my mirror. So I accidentally sprayed it to the brow wax, brow soap. And then, you know, I like cleaned it. I wiped off everything and was gonna spray it again to do my brows. And you know what I did? I sprayed the damn glass cleaning solution again on it. It's like, what are you doing? You just cleaned it and now you did it again. Anyway, so that was funny. I have to actually put the fan on. I'm sorry. I was hoping I don't have to, because I don't have to keep the door closed today because I'm home alone. Leo is at school and ouch, Pasi is at work, but anyway, okay. So I'm gonna, this doesn't have a spray because I don't want to spray in this because it will then go on the white part too. So I'm gonna use a drop from this isoclean bottle, which has water in it. So it wets only the black side. And then we'll just wiggle the brush around a bit to melt it a bit. And then we'll start to drawing. I'm sorry if you can't see. I have to do this very specific way. See, it gives nice contrast. Well, I don't know if you can see because everything is on the way. Man, my eye started to leak. That's always a problem with my eyes when I do makeup. Okay, then the other side. I'm sorry, well, actually, let me turn the camera this way a bit, so maybe you can see something. Do you know what? I forgot to put the eye base on. put it after this. After I've cleaned. Okay. Needs more water. This is nice bottle with this kind of mouth on it, because you can really get just one drop of water out of it. And then I'm just gonna use makeup wipe to clean the brush, which I actually shouldn't have done yet. Because if I mess up the cleaning, then I have to draw again. I'm gonna take this. I have like, these are supposed to be sharp Q-tips, but like the other one is and the other one isn't, because the lid of the thingy that they're in is it's too short. The packaging is too short for them, so they touch on the lid and then they're not sharp anymore. Let me move up the camera again. And I'll take micellar water again. I actually have like very sharp ones that are I bought them from Shein, that are very good for very detailed work. I'm gonna clean the brush now to just paper. I'm gonna clean it better later, because now I'll put the base again, and if I mess up I need more black. I'll clean this brush a bit because it has a little bit of pink in it. Then I'm gonna do like an halo with the shimmers. Like I said, oh, my leg went numb and my camera is not straight. Okay, so I'm gonna use this darker, the pinky one in the inner corner and outer corner, and then I'm gonna use this shade called Aurora Australis in the middle. I kind of want to do something more gems or something, but I'm not sure. We'll see when I do my other makeup. These are quite smooth, so I can use like a smooth flat brush to them, and I kind of don't want to use the same brush which I usually do, because I don't want really the dark one to mix up with the lighter one. So I'm actually gonna use this kind of Morphe brush. This is quite big flat brush for the darker shade, and then Hide and Sleek from Beauty Bay, which is a smaller flat brush. So I'm gonna start with the darker called Southern Cross, and I'm gonna wet my brush as usual. I'm gonna start from the I'm gonna start from the outer corner. Let's get the creases off first. I am a bit tired because, well, last night I did sleep well, but the night before I went to sleep on Saturday night. I went to sleep around 11 p.m. so it wasn't that late, but I woke up at 5 a.m. yesterday morning, and I didn't take any naps yesterday because, well, I did my makeup and then I had my nail appointment. I have like these springy nails now, and the camera is way off. And then we had to go get Leo from grandparents. So, and then it was so late that I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night if I would have gone take a nap that late. So I'm just, packing this on now. And then we'll move to the inner corner. I'm just using a setting spray. I have the e.l.f. makeup mist and set. It's actually almost empty. And then we'll move to the inner part and let's clean up the creases again. How do I do this so you can see also? I'm actually really liking how this is coming together. The black liner was such a great idea. Huh? I think, at least. Okay, then I'm gonna take that other brush and use the shade Aurora Australis in the middle. These two work so well together because they both have pink shift. Even though the other one is lighter. I'm just doing a bit of blending here, so the edge isn't so obvious. I'm so happy that Nomad started to do the multi-chromes too, because like these are good. They are good quality. They look beautiful, but they don't charge your arm and leg of them. how much was this palette again? I can't remember 100%. I'll put it on the screen. And of course, I'll link everything that I've used on my face when I've done the makeup and those on the description box. And if there is a star in front of the link, it means it's affiliated. And thank you if you're using my codes or stuff, because that really does help me. I'm not like earning tons of money off this, so Jessup has been the most that I have gotten money. In a few years, I think I've gotten like something like about $300, so it's not a lot. So this is just a hobby for me. Now I have to take that cake liner back and do a bit of fixing, like I suspected that I have to do. Of course, clean the edge still with my little depotting tool. So now we have done most of the eye look. Oh yeah, if you want to see the depotting tool, it's like this. It has a flat end that I'm using always to clean, and then this pokey thing that you can poke the little palettes shadows out. They have holes in the back there. And now, so of course I'll do a liner. I will not do a wing, but I'll do a liner and mascara and lashes, of course, and of course I'll do my face. But this is most of the eye look done, and I'll come back with the finished look. I'm such an all over the place, so see you in a bit. Here is the finished look today. Let me just like take the hair away a bit so you can see better. I'm of course taking close-up pictures and such. But yeah, this is how it turned out. Where did I put my brush? I know, like, I'm a bit annoyed too that my hair gets in the way, the fringe, but otherwise I just love this hair. So I will link everything that I have used in the description box. I did use Kiss lashes in Drenched, and for the waterline I used the Makeup Revolution Streamline eyeliner pencil in the shade Hot Pink. This is like, it's not like pink, it's more like an, I would say even orangey pink. And for the lips I used She Glam liquid lipstick in the shade that I can't see. It's so annoying when they do so small textures in this that I can't see. Maven. I wanted to do something warm because like I have something warm in the eyes, and I used my gold earrings, a planet and a star. And then I also used my planet and star, moon and star necklace, because it's Stargazing palette, so you know. Anyways, this is the shade of the lipstick, and I topped it off with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 004 Silk. The lips are so beautiful, and this Lifter Gloss is just chef's kiss. They are so beautiful, so comfortable. This lipsticks is also very comfortable just on its own. It's not sticky. It doesn't feel like you have anything on the lips, basically. But anyway, it wasn't a review of the lipstick, so yeah. The palette. This is my fourth look that I did with this palette. You will see the looks at the end of the video in pictures, of course. By the way, for the future, I would like to ask you that would you like me to write the shades down in the pictures that I used in the looks? Like, because I could do that in the way that, because I have a calendar. I have a calendar where I mark, well, first of all, my skincare. So there's like an exfoliation, and then there's retinol. I write those, and then there's Ida Varg night mask that I've used, but then I also write the look if I've done makeup, and like what palette I have used. So in the future, if you want me to put the shades of the looks in the video of and the pictures, I could write the shades name into my calendar so I remember what I've used. Now, actually the first time I have marked here the shimmers that I've used, the shimmer names that I've used. But let me know if you want to want that, and then I'll definitely start to do that. I know it might be annoying to see a look and then you don't know anything else except the palette. So the palette, first of all, I love Nomad artwork. It's beautiful, and I like their palettes. This is let me see, is this the smaller version? Yes. So they have like two sizes, the bigger one and the smaller one. So this is the smaller one. I'll put this price on the screen again. But yeah, I'm such a mess. But yes, I love Nomad quality. The only palette that I have had problems with, as I said in the video earlier too, is the Royal Europe palette, because all the shades in that palette are very dark. And I like to, when I do a review, to use the palette that I'm reviewing and nothing else. Well, I used to. Now I have decided that if I can't blend something, there's no shade for blending, I can use my Beauty Bay Pastels palette for the blending. I will, of course, you can see if I've used it in the description box. If you can find that palette in there, then I've used it. But anyway, so this palette, it's beautiful. I love this color story. Like, I forgot to say, I used this blue on my under eyes. I don't like to use a pink or red under my eyes because it easily makes you look very tired or sick. The eyes like don't look good. So have I used every shade? I think I have used almost every shade. Only shade I haven't used, I can't remember which one, either one of these. I used the other in one look, but I can't remember which one. Let me see if I can look from the shade, like, yeah, I think this is the one that I haven't used, but all the other shades I have used. And I love this. I like that it has like a more muted colors. It's colorful palette, but like this is like a gray leaning gray. These are neutrals. This is pretty neutral too. This is more like a brighter, but it's also quite muted shade anyway. So like it's nice that it's not like, I would think that unless you're scared of multichromes, this could be a beautiful palette to test something a bit more colorful if you don't want like super color. Or then you could use like neutrals, because you can do neutral look with this. I have seen people do it, and then you could use a pop of color from the multichromes. So like I used this in the inner corner and outside of my lid today, and then I used this one in the middle of the lid. It's not, they flow together very well because they shift pink. Like I can see it, I'm not sure does it come to the camera, but they both shift pink. So they flow together very well, but then you do have a little brighter, lighter shade in the middle of the lid. And the mattes in this palette work perfect. Like always with Nomad Cosmetics, they are beautiful, they are blendable, they are buildable, and they are pigmented. But like I said with this one, because the colors are a bit more muted, like these shades that I used today. Did I use this one? Yes, I did. They aren't in your face. Like for example, this blue, this is brighter blue that I have on my under eyes. It is quite pigmented and quite bright. But then this one is more muted, like it's almost like very dark denim blue. And this multichrome, it's beautiful, but it's very similar as the one in the Royal Europe palette. But I love this is like from the dark multichromes that has like black base, this shade combo is my favorite. It's blue, purple, and then like a maybe pink peach, and maybe, does it go even to green? Let me see. Maybe a bit, but it's beautiful. So yeah, I'm really happy that I bought this palette. I bought this one, well, I bought this one from Nomad, but when this came out, when they launched, they changed things so that when you order from Europe, they have Europe warehouse now, and you don't get customs like when you order from US to Europe. So that's really nice change. Like, and it's cheaper that way, and but you can still use codes in there, like, because I've said this earlier too, that why I order from Monolith and not from US is because even though if I order from US from the indie brand and I use code for it, when it comes to Finland I have to pay the duties, taxes and such. So, but when I order from Monolith, I don't get taxes and duties. So at the end, they cost about same, because the taxes and such kind of like take away the discount code. So, like, I don't see a point in it. Beautiful palette, beautiful color story, beautiful packaging, and I just love Nomad. And they just announced the Ireland palette this weekend, and even though it's very beautiful, the greens just aren't my favorite color, so I'm not gonna buy that one. And I also already have the Cloud Forest and the Paradise Islands from Nomad, which have lots of greens in them, so I don't need that. But this is beautiful. Highly suggest trying Nomad Cosmetics if you haven't. But yeah, I really love Nomad Cosmetics. The owner is very nice person. I have talked with her many times on Instagram. Her husband is from Finland, where I am from also, and it was so nice when I ordered from Nomad first time. I got handwritten note in Finnish. It was so nice. So it's really nice. They are a really nice brand. The owners are very nice people, and the palettes are very high quality, very nice, and they're not the most expensive. They're not the most affordable either, but they're not the most expensive brand that there is. I think their price points are really nice. So yeah, can you tell I love Nomad Cosmetics? Anyway, that's all today. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload, and we will see you hopefully very soon. Bye.